Hello and welcome to the December mini master for 2018. My name is Libby Bennett and I will be your instructor. I wanted to go over the syllabus with you guys and hit the high points. First of all, this is English 1301 online 3-week course, fully online. You never have to go to campus. Our textbook is Writing Today. If you go to the bookstore, it says 3rd edition. However, I want you to access the 4th edition online. So I have included in an email to you the access information. There's not a huge difference between the 3rd and the 4th edition, except that some of the chapter numbers are different and the online version says 4th edition. So what is English 1301? It is an intensive study of and practice in writing processes, from invention and researching to drafting, revising, and editing, both individually and collaboratively. There's an emphasis on effective rhetorical choices, including audience, purpose, arrangement, and style. We focus on writing the academic essay as a vehicle for learning, communicating, and critical analysis. So by the end of the term, you will have mastered the 5 following items. Demonstrate knowledge of individual and collaborative writing processes. Develop ideas with appropriate support and attribution. Following standard style guidelines and documenting sources. That means you're going to become expert at MLA formatting. Write in a style appropriate to audience and purpose. Read, reflect, and respond critically to a variety of texts. And use edited American English in academic essays. So I want to go over the instructor guidelines because this is the stuff that's specific to me. Attendance. I don't take attendance in an online class because really if you sign in and do the work, you get graded on the work, then that's really all that matters. So I'm not going to count your logins. I just expect you to get work done. Class participation. There's a lot to do in this class in a very short amount of time. But the good news is that you get finished quickly, and before you know it, you've got 3 hours under your belt. Discussion posts. Because the course moves so quickly, you'll need to check to see if you have a discussion that day. I've uploaded the first full week. I know the syllabus here says 3 weeks. That will be uploaded by about midweek. But the entire first week is ready to go. So you can kind of look at what you have to do and arrange it into your own schedule. Each discussion lasts for 1 day, and your initial discussion, which will be a response to my prompt, is due at 11:59 p.m. on that day specified in the assignment itself. You must answer with 250 words. And then you must make 2 additional comments to your classmates' post by 11:59, the day the discussion is active. These discussions are like mini essays, so you'll need to incorporate citations from the reading into them, and you'll need to properly cite the quotes and paraphrases using standard MLA formatting. These posts will also help you prepare for the out-of-class essays, which is there are 4 large essays that you'll be writing. The response posts must be a minimum of 125 words each. So you'll be writing 500 words in each discussion, which is about a 2 to 3 page paper. Sentences must be written in Promer American English. So they need to be proofread. Don't rely only on spell check within D2L because it's not fully active. The D2L, you have to hit the ABC button in it to actually do spell check. So beware, as it can complicate your words. So if you have any questions on how to start a thread, please go to the syllabus online and you can get the instructions. I have a series of grammar videos that I've uploaded into the class, and most people have not had grammar since about 6th or 7th grade, if then. And most of the time, students don't like to learn about grammar, but it is pretty important in understanding how to communicate your ideas clearly. Also goes directly into establishing your own credibility as an authority. And that is kind of the idea of what we're looking at in the very first week of the course. I usually have grammar quizzes and things in the course, but in a mini master, there's really not enough time for that. But I may point you in the direction of certain grammar videos based on what I find in your essays and so on. So the essays together are worth 60%. They follow the basic 5-paragraph essay format, although some of them require more paragraphs, but it's the general introduction, body section, and conclusion. So those discussion boards are designed to kind of help you get acclimated into the essay. The first essay is a little bit of a departure from that, though. There's a lot of reading and quizzes and things ahead of that essay. The idea is about establishing credibility. There's more detail about that actually in the course. Peer reviews are extremely important to me. completing the peer review is worth 30% of your essay's grade. It's also worth 5% of your course grade. There's instructions in the course about how to do the peer review, but it's imperative that you upload your best draft so that you can be assigned to a peer review group. If you miss that deadline, you will not get assigned to a peer review group, and the highest grade possible on your essay would be a 70. And if you don't go through the peer review, there's no way it's going to be that high. Strongly encourage you to make sure you meet all of the deadlines in the course, because there's really no time for late work in a mini-master. The good news is, though, that I will be working right alongside with you, trying to give you feedback as quickly as possible, turn around essays as quickly as possible. So you should have a running idea of how well you're doing in the course. So the final exam is the 4th essay, so it's not a separate test. And then communicating with your professor. So I prefer to be called Libby. If you don't like calling me by my first name, you can just call me Professor. My name is Elizabeth Bennett, but that's very British, so I prefer to just go by my first name. It's a little less formal. When you email me, try to email me within D2L. If you email my Lone Star email address, there could be a delay in me getting the email from you because of the parameters that Lone Star sets on what is spam and what's not. I do try to answer emails within 24 to 48 hours. Weekends, probably a day and a half as opposed to a day. I do check my email daily with the exception of Christmas Day and New Year's. I will not be online at all those days. I will respond to every email you send, even if it's just a "you're welcome." That way you know I got it. Okay, so here's the grading breakdown and the department contact information. If you need to contact the department chair or the instructional dean, here are their phone numbers. We have a 4.0 grading scale at Lone Star, which is 90 to 100 is an A, 80 to 89 is a B, 70 to 79 is a C, 60 to 69 is a D, below 59 is an F. Remember, you need at least a 70, a C to transfer. Now, if you decide to stop taking the course in the middle or just give up, you will get an F. And some of the advisors at Lone Star have erroneously told students that the school that takes the credit will just replace the F with whatever you get when you retake it. That is actually not a guarantee. That is based on what that school wants. And the more prestigious the school, the more particular they are. So if you fail the class and have an F and then you retake it without dropping it and you have an A, they will average your A and your F and you'll come out with a C. If you need to drop the course, the official drop date is December 31st. One other thing, I will drop you for the course if you do not complete the first essay, because there's no way you will be able to pass the course with that. So make sure that you are paying close attention to that. All right, the rest of the syllabus until we get to the calendar is information kind of about our campus and about the college in general. So I'm going to let you read that on your own, and I just want to draw your attention to the last page, which is a tentative course outline. So if you'll look at it, just you can see how much we're doing in that first week, and I also have the due dates of your 4 essays so that you can kind of pencil those into your calendar and see how everything goes. Let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, I'm looking forward to getting to know you.